How's it going, everyone? Makini here from 3F TV. Today I'll be talking about that middle F. And if you have no clue what that middle F is, that means you're new to the channel. So I want to make sure you subscribe, you like and follow me on my social medias, which will be posted in the links in the description. Right? So this channel, 3F, stands for faith, fitness, and finances. Three important F's, I think, in every Christian's walk, especially in my walk, right? With God, with other people, with myself. And today I wanted to talk about fitness in regards to diet and nutrition. I don't really like to say the word diet because it has die in it, and I feel like that's how you're going to be living if you are dieting. But if you make it more about nutrition, about lifestyle, it is going to be completely different and change your reality. So today, like the title says, I'll be talking about 5 things that I feel like most people think are healthy and are actually unhealthy or detrimental to your health. Yes, I said it. I think there are 5 things. There's more than 5 things, but there are 5 main things I can list right now that a lot of times people think, oh, I'm doing this and it's healthy. Why am I making no progress? So I'm doing this and it's healthy. And they're doing it so much that the healthy becomes unhealthy, right? So what are the 5 things? First, I'm going to start off and say fruit juices and juice cleanses, right? I'm going to tie those all in together because I think a lot of people try to take the shortcut and go the juice cleanse route. I'm a juice cleanse for 7 days. Right, we see a lot of products being promoted. We see a lot of MLMs now being promoted that sell these juice cleanses, these packets that you just add to water or whatever. We see people do like this cayenne pepper and lemon juice 7-day fast things. And I'm gonna say this right now: most of that does not help because you can't detox your body in 7 days. Right? Most people go to do that and they only do it for an event or something, but they try to think they can jumpstart their fitness journey. And that is not the case, because what happens is you create this bad idea of this food is bad, this food is good, and that hinders you psychologically, right? And I want to say a lot of times people do that and they go right back to normal. You do not want that. You want it to be a lifestyle. Yes, juice cleanses can be good, but I think it should be a part of your everyday diet. Meaning that you should wake up and maybe have one of those juices, whether it's cucumber and ginger or whatever, and then eat normally, right? Those can be very, very good, and there's a lot of nutrients and micronutrients in that, right? Especially all the herbs and stuff that are in there, right? And roots, right? That they steep and stuff like that. But the number one thing that will detox your body is water. We know this because you need water for oxygen exchange, because your lungs have a certain amount of moisture in it. Your blood, the more water you have, the more you're able to do blood gas exchange. The more water you have in your body, you piss out, you urinate, and you do toxin exchange that way. But that leads me to my second point. Water is the second thing I want to talk about, because I feel like a lot of people are drinking water thinking they're healthier, and they are healthier, but they're doing a lot of harm, right? And I would say that there are 5 or 6 different types of water products out there. And I made a whole nother video. It's actually on my YouTube, not YouTube, Instagram. So go check that out. But I just talk about water, right? You don't want to be drinking tap water. Do not replace soda with tap water, because there's more chemicals in the tap water. And if you don't believe me, you've been like, oh, I've been drinking tap water all my life, or I used to drink out the hose when I was a kid at football practice. Just go to I think it's EWS.org, and search what's in your local tap water. You will see that there's about 20 plus chemicals in your tap water you should not be drinking, right? But then when they go to drink water, they're like, I'm drinking purified or filtered water, right? Purified or distilled, I should say. You normally don't want to drink that, because that, if you ever paid attention in your 3rd grade science class, it does not conduce electricity. And we know as humans we need electricity to move. We need it for our muscles to respond, for our nervous system. We need it for, muscle contraction. We need it for a lot of things, right? And then also you're removing all the good nutrients in that, and your body has to replace those nutrients from your bones, right? And then now you are higher risk for osteoporosis, osteoarthritis. If you do not believe me, I have videos on Instagram about that as well, so go check that out. So that's the second thing. The third thing I want to say is going to be diet drinks. Yes, I understand that you're cutting out the sugar by going to the diet route. See my diabetics talk about this. Diet soda is the replacement for Pepsi, right? I see people say this all the time. But oftentimes what happens is people cut regular sodas out and they replace it with 2, 3, 4 times the amount of diet soda. So yes, they're not drinking 132 ounce soda a day, but they're drinking a 64-ounce diet soda a day to quench those cravings. Not realizing that most of these diet sodas or diet drinks in general are using fake sugars that are 10, 20, 100 times more addictive than sugar, right? So if your purpose is to cut away fast food because you've been addicted for so long, you taking this diet route and this fake sugar route can actually make you more addictive. And it has been scientific evidence for that. But then the other thing too is that a lot of these fake sugars have been linked to cancer, like aspartame, which I think is in like Diet Coke and stuff like that, has been linked to cancer. So yes, you've been cutting out these chemicals or the sugar that leads to cancer, diabetes, but you're adding in other things. I would say if you're going to take diet stuff, do not have it be acidic diet drinks, right? Carbonated diet drinks. Limit those, but then make sure it's good sugar, like stevia plant, right? From a plant, not chemicals, or monk fruit. Those are good alternatives, right? Next, I want to talk about salads, right? I think salads, right, for my number 4, salads is something that a lot of people think is healthy and they don't know. I've been to plenty of restaurants. If you check the menu, salads sometimes are the most calorie dense thing. What do I mean by this? You can go to like a steakhouse and you look at the salad, and the salad will have 1,500 calories, while that burger and fries is only 1,100, 1,000, right? And it's usually because they're packed with like fruits and salad dressing. Salad dressing is half the calories itself, right? So you want to make sure if you're going to do the salad route, make sure you choose a salad that is nutrient dense and not on the sugar or not on the calorie side if you're doing it for weight loss or anything else, right? And another thing is a lot of people do salads and then they're like, oh, I'm going to do this green diet, eat this paper, and they don't have no diversity in it. So I'm not, with the first point I made about salads, I'm not saying don't have that salad dressing that has calories in it, or the apples or the cranberries or whatever, but you want to limit that as much as possible, right? But then when you're having a salad, don't let it just be a ball of iceberg lettuce and some chicken on top. Make sure you're eating the amount of protein that you should be eating. Most people don't do that, right? But then make sure that you have some diversity in the fruits and vegetables you put on it. So it shouldn't be green. And if it's going to be green, let it be kale, spinach, and iceberg or romaine lettuce, right? You don't want to just eat one type of lettuce, especially iceberg, because it's mainly water. So you're getting no nutrients at all. And you're starving yourself of not only calories, but nutrients. So if you're going to have a salad, make sure it has a mix of green, and then it has some color in it. Put some bell peppers, like yellow, red, and orange. Put some cranberries, put some strawberries, put some blueberries, put something, right? Have some color. Moderation though, right? Number 5 is going to be plant-based meats and burgers, like Beyond, Impossible. No, I'm not saying that you shouldn't eat this. I'm saying that when you're choosing to eat a plant-based burger, make sure it's of the good kind. Why do I say this? Because some of these burgers, you look at the back of it, and they have 15, 16 ingredients in the list. And half of these ingredients you can't even pronounce. So it's processed and chemicals, right? More processed than this McDonald's burger that you forgot you didn't want to eat, or even that burger you could have bought at the store, right? So sometimes you're trying to eat better and you're not, right? So when looking at plant-based burgers, which I like and I eat, I always look at the ingredient list, make sure there's as little ingredients as possible. And then I always check to see what is the number 1 ingredient. If it's corn or soy protein isolate, I'll try to stay away from that. Why? Because corn, right? I'm tongue twisted. Corn is the number 1 most genetically modified food out there, right? So it's going to be far worse than any other burger or whatever you feel. And then soy protein isolate in large consumption. So if you're only doing a vegetarian or vegan and that's all you're eating, you're messing with your hormones, because that soy protein isolate has protoestrogen in it. And what that does is disrupts your estrogen, especially men and women, right? So for women, it can disrupt cycles and childbirthing. And then for men, it can give you, not lose muscle, gain some fat, emotions will be all over the place. So that is what I think about plant-based burgers. Always check the list to make sure it's as minimal as possible. And then make sure that it is not the number 1 ingredient being soy or corn, right? So this is my 5 things that I feel like you need to, I'll give you a bonus. It'd be 6 actually. Saying that I take no supplements. A lot of people think they're healthier because they're doing this whole food, or they don't take no supplements or whatever. Sometimes supplements give you that missing link that you need to complete your diet and make sure you're as healthy as possible. So most people out there, especially if you live in a Western civilization, you need some type of supplement in your life, because especially in the U.S. or more industrialized countries, right? There's stuff missing in our diet, right? And there's stuff we don't get to eat, especially if you aren't farming for yourself and eating a diverse range of foods, if you have allergies especially. So sometimes taking supplements will actually help boost your health. It doesn't make you any healthier to say I don't take protein, I don't take glucosamine, I don't take arginine. Like, it doesn't make you healthier, right? Or say I don't drink coffee or pre-workout, whatever. Obviously, make sure the supplements are natural, but sometimes that'll give you that boost. So that is all 5, all 6 actually that I have. If you have any questions about any of this, make sure you post it. I'll try to keep this as short as possible, and I'll be going into detail on more of these later. Hopefully this helps you. If this helped you out, give a thumbs up, send it to a friend. Make sure you comment below if this helped you or not, or any thoughts. Or what are some other foods you think out there that people think are healthy and are not healthy, or people who think are healthy and they overeat it so much that it becomes unhealthy for that person? Let me know in the comments. See you guys later.